Very careful of what you do or say next, because I don't think you're going to like the consequences. Many years ago, I knew a narcissist who took us so far. I remember walking with this person, and what he used to do is he would stare down the Hey, Michelle here, your emotional resilience coach, and you asked, why do narcissists stare at their supply? This really does depend on a few things. So commonly, narcissists do like to have a PhD in you. So in the beginning, they will study you relentlessly. They will watch you for emotions, for buttons. They will watch for sore points in your life. They will watch for how you interact with other people. There'll be an intense but curious stare. How it is you react around them, how it is you react around other people, how easily manipulated you are, just ways and means in which they can find so that they can later control you. How easy will you be to be this potter's clay in their hand, to be what they want you to be? The second reason why they stare, particularly in the beginning, is because they want you to feel seen, heard, present with them as part of their love bombing stage, where it'll be a softer, gentler, more flirtatious stare. It will be a stare where they want you to feel, oh my gosh, you are the only thing in my entire world. This is a world of just you and me. They want you to believe that nobody gets you quite like them. They want you to believe that you are soulmates. It will be a very different type of stare. But what I think the question is actually asking is the stare that is sometimes accompanied with a smile that does not reach the eyes. I don't know if this is ringing any bells for you, if this is something that you've experienced. This stare is a stare that is done specifically to control you, to intimidate you, to be scary. This is the stare that is being described as being devoid of emotion. It's cold, it's cruel. It's almost like the person has dropped out of their body and they're not there anymore. Yeah, there are lots of ways. Some people even call it evil. This is what the stare has been called. This is to let you know they will destroy you and they will feel no remorse about it. Sometimes it's a stare of, I know that you're onto me. It's a stare of perhaps suspicion. Yeah, maybe you're starting to see through, but I play the game better than you. Remember, it's always a game of control with the narcissist. It's always a game of how far can I go? What can I get away with? What can I do? Many years ago, I knew a narcissist who took us so far, even with animals. Living here in South Africa, we have high gates, we have high fences, we have high walls. I remember walking with this person and I'd seen the stare a few times, the stare of intimidation, the stare of, be very careful of what you do or say next, because I don't think you're going to like the consequences. Very threatening stare. And what he used to do is he would stare down the dog. He would stop in his tracks and he would just lock eyes with the dog and he would stare at the dog, but it would be this very cruel, menacing, piercing stare so that the dog would pull back. They love to intimidate and control people too. It gives them a sense of power over you. It's supposed to be unsettling. It's supposed to be unnerving. It's supposed to keep you on your toes, on your tenterhooks. Often it's part of hypervigilance that you live in when you are with a narcissist. You know that when that look comes up, when that stare comes in, that they've switched that, like something's happened in their head and they are going to be a special sort of mean, nasty, abusive. And the smile is invariably, they've justified that action in their head because you have brought it on somehow. There's something you have done or haven't done. Sometimes that stare would be followed by wild accusations because perhaps they feel that you are maybe too onto them, and these accusations are normally very much laced with something that they've actually done themselves. And sometimes they just drop their guard. You just get to see the emptiness that they are carrying around with them, the self-loathing, the shame, pain. Sometimes the mask just drops and you get to see what is happening that they don't want you to see, that they try and hide from people, the darkness, the emptiness that a narcissist lives with. As I said from the beginning, you know, it really depends on intention, but those of us who have been with a narcissist, who have experienced narcissists in our lives, we know exactly what a person means when they ask the question, what is it about the stare?